and welcome to my week 6 discussion board. In this presentation, I'm going to discuss property taxes, sales tax, income tax, and then the various points of views on these taxes. The first one for discussion is property tax, and property tax can be considered efficient from an economic standpoint, as typically the property taxes are based on the value of the properties themselves, which can incentivize property owners to use the land efficiently so that revenues can be generated from them that can end up paying for the property taxes through that revenue. However, it can negatively affect low income areas, especially in times like now where that we have spikes in housing costs and values. Especially in lower income areas, which can then subsequently increase property taxes quickly. And then those homeowners in low income areas are stuck paying the higher property taxes. And that can be definitely detrimental to the lower income property owners. Some distortions from property taxes high property taxes can cause a substitution effect where individuals who are seeking to buy property may seek property elsewhere to avoid having to pay high property taxes. And then also property owners may end up who are trying maybe to develop the property or are running a business on the property may end up selling the property because it's cutting into their potential revenue sources. The next tax is sales tax, and sales tax can be seen as inefficient as it can lead to less consumer spending and may lead to deadweight loss. However, it can be efficient if applied, if some is seen or some believe can be applied correctly in that it applies it to a broad base of goods and it's at a low uniform rate, and that may impact the negative effects of the consumer behaviors on the sales tax. However, sales tax can also be seen as regressive in that lower income individuals, they tend to spend more on consumption, and therefore it can negatively affect the lower income individuals because they are spending more on it. Some distortions of sales tax is the price distortion, where sales tax can increase the price of a service or good and may cause a consumer to not buy them, especially if it's a non-essential item. It can cause substitution effect, where consumers would seek maybe other companies or generic brands rather than buying a name brand. And then it could also elicit some illegal activity too as well, where businesses can engage in tax evasion, or consumers can result to off-market products or black market, if you will, to avoid paying taxes. The last one is income tax, and income tax can actually be seen as inefficient and efficient. So a progressive income tax system, which taxes higher incomes at a higher rate, can address some income inequality and social equity. However, if there's a very high income rate, then that could cause people to avoid working or not investing. It can lead to inefficient or reduced economic growth. Another downside of the income tax is that it can create a complex tax code and then loopholes and create inefficiencies that way. And it can also encourage some tax avoidance and evasion, which I'll talk about here in just a second, getting into the distortions. One distortion is labor supply. So the high income tax may encourage individuals not to work, as I mentioned. Again, that illegal activity is also a distortion where it can cause individuals to either work under the table for cash, or and at the same time, the businesses could be avoiding paying taxes or seeking loopholes. And then investment. So high income tax could discourage investment as it would reduce that return on investment. Looking at the two different points of view of more government versus less government, Overall, individuals who support more government are individuals who believe that the government should engage in addressing social and economic inequalities, providing public goods and services, and regulating various aspects of society. Therefore, they would be in favor of these taxes, as the tax revenue generated could pay for the programs that can assist in meeting those goals. On the other hand, individuals who believe in limited government involvement believe that taxes can be intruding on their rights, especially property and income taxes. They may believe in more in sales taxes to build tax revenue, as it can be seen as less invasive. It also provides people choice. If they want to buy something, they can. If they don't want to pay the extra tax, they don't have to buy it. And then it also they also believe in a low income tax or even a flat tax to be equal across the board. So thank you very much for watching my presentation. I look forward to watching yours.